The Fight Report. The Fight Report MMA. It's time for the Fight Report MMA UFC 200 edition. The Fight Report MMA. The Fight Report MMA. The Fight Report. You are watching The Fight Report MMA with your host, the McGuire Brothers.
Good evening and welcome to the Fight Report MMA. The date is July 8th, the year 2016, one day before the magical event, which is UFC 200, even though it was tainted by the drug addict in John Jones. But before we get into that, my name is Brian McGuire, and this is my co-host, Emmett McGuire. Emmett, how are you doing this evening?
Brian, I'm great. Thank you for asking. I'm excited. I was a little more excited when Jones was involved with Cormier, but it is what it is, people. Let's get to it. Let's get the fat man down the chimney. And I'm not talking Dana White. I want to open presents.
Let's get to it. I'm so excited.
Excited indeed.
Beyond our wildest ears.
Beyond my wildest ears.
Let's do the Fight Report.
The Fight Report MMA.
Highlights.
Well, he did it. Nobody thought he could do it, but Eddie Alvarez, he dethroned Dos Anjos in the lightweight big championship, and he basically, I think he kicked his ass. Even as a winner, he kicked his ass. Wouldn't you agree?
He definitely won the fight. I mean, what a fight it was. Punches and kicks and all sorts of angles used.
A lot of action.
Takedowns were key.
I think there was a lot of wrestling in that one.
Let's take a look at the highlights.
Oh, see, that's where Eddie has the advantage.
The bigger man in the fight.
Yep, he definitely is controlling him on the ground.
And the big brother.
Yep, that's up in there. That was a fight. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, congratulations. I think that was probably one of the most amazing fights I've seen in the Fight Report history.
I mean, he really pulled it off. He always does. Probably
a good fighter.
The question everybody's been asking, and the question we've been asking, is who you got?
Who I got?
Yeah, who you got?
Who you got?
Yeah, who you got? I want to know who you got.
Who you got?
Who you got?
Who you got?
Who you got, huh? Who you got?
Who you got?
The first fight we are breaking down in the Who You Got section is Sage Northcut versus, I don't even know this guy's name. I don't even think he's ever had a fight in the UFC before. Who is this guy? I'm a huge Sage Northcut fan, believe me, and apparently so is the UFC if they've given him a bum that he's just going to murder in one round.
Yeah, I mean, one and done. Northcut, run, flip, done.
The flip.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Flip.
Ladies and gentlemen, how good is this?
Spanky and Jose. I can't say enough here. I don't really care. I guess Jose, he's probably going to show. I think after his last outing, I'm going Aldo.
Nope. Guess again. I'm going to side with Frankie because I believe Aldo has lost his mind, and plus, he owns a burger stand now. Misha's gonna kill her! It's that stupid. Don't be simple. And by the way, where are you, Rhonda? Come out of hiding.
Yeah, what time is it? Nunez. I'm going Nunez. Amanda. All right? There's no way the cupcake, the white little cupcake is going to get the job done. She's going to be eaten like a cupcake. And this time by a woman, not Brian Caraway.
To break down the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt, I'm going Big Bad Brock for his return. I believe he's going to grab a hold of Mark Hunt and make him squeal like a pig.
No, I disagree. This is real fighting, people. Brock Star is not a real fighter. He was a wrestler, then he was a fake wrestler, an entertainer, but this is real. You know, Mark Hunt, the Super Samoan in one, gets it done. Brock, get out of here.
Now you're talking action sports, brother. But I believe we need the advice of a pro.
It's time for the angles.
I'm not the weatherman, I'm the sports betting man.
The angles with the primetime capper.
Welcome to the first edition of The Angles with the Primetime Capper, live from the Fight Report. Man, it's going to be a big weekend. It's UFC 200, and I'm only going to talk about two fights here. First up is going to be Nunes versus Tate, and this is going to be for the Women's Bantamweight Championship. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take the underdog in this fight. Nunes is hungry for the win, just like Tate was hungry for the win when she beat Holm. And just like Holm was hungry for the win when she beat Ronda. So what we're going to do here is go for the hat trick, and we're going to take an underdog once again. So I'm going to go ahead and take the plus 250 here on Miss Nunes, and hopefully we can go ahead and cash that ticket at the end of the night. So that's where we're going here. We're going to circle Miss Nunes to go ahead and get us that plus 250 money line, and she can win in the 4th or 5th round, but she just has to win. And that's who I'm taking. Now we head off to the heavyweight fight for the night, and it's the biggest fight of the night. And we have the biggest fighter on the planet going in Brock Lesnar. Sometimes he's with the WWE, sometimes he's with the UFC. Whoever has the bigger check, he'll be there. So he'll be fighting Mark Hunt, a big-time veteran who wants to get back to the title as well. So what we have here is going to be a big-time machismo matchup. But there won't be any refs in the middle breaking up anything, and there won't be any chairs here either. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to circle the over 1.5 because that's when the fight is supposed to end. So I'm going to say the fight's going to end in 2 rounds. I'm not going to pick the winner here, but I will tell you the fight will be over round 2. So we're going to go ahead and circle that, and that's going to be another plus 250. So I'm going to just take the same angle that I took at the last big UFC event, and I took Diaz over McGregor on the money line, and I also took Tate over Holm on the money line as well too. And that was a big, big night. So I expect another big night, UFC 200. Check out my podcast on SoundCloud, and that's Capcast, the premier sports betting show. And I'll keep you up on the angles with the NBA, the MLB, and also college football, college basketball. All right, and this is PT signing out.
Them's fighting words.
In this segment of the show, we are going to take it to the Twitter to see what kind of mud these fighters have been flinging at each other.
Flinging and slinging, smack talking and talking back. I got an idea.
What's your idea?
DW. Let's go straight to the top. Dana White is always chopping it up with the tweeters.
Good idea. Let's go to Dana's Twitter page here. Okay.
And it was Mike Tyson's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mike. That's very cool. Oh, oh my God. Don't underestimate the upkick. That is terrible. Let's watch that again. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's keep moving here. What is that? Kane wrestling with a baby?
Not smart for Travis Brown training. Babies are small.
Yeah, that's true here. Okay, Johnny Hendricks' page. All right, this promo poster is really cool.
Yeah, that poster is not really cool, though. It looks like he might be dead.
No, yeah, he looks terrible. Looks like he might be dying indeed of the AIDS. All right, so move on. Okay.
Oh my goodness, Sage is looking ripped.
Woo!
24 packs of muscle.
Sage has a Bruce Buffer stomach, buffed out. Oh, what's this? John Jones. Okay, what is it? Before he got busted, so maybe there's a hint in there. Okay, I can't even read that. What?
Is that Conor's ass?
Wait a minute, is that? Oh my God, that is. Jesus Christ, that ass. It's beautiful.
Irish ass.
When Irish ass is smiling.
Well, we need a reporter at that press conference, damn it. What?
Have you heard?
Heard what?
What Dana said.
Is this your lowest moment as president of UFC?
No doubt about it. Absolutely, 100%. What the hell's that doing? Please, I'm begging you. Don't ever buy another UFC pay-per-view again.
I sell the fights. That's what I do for a living.
You're so dumb. I can't even believe that I'm answering your question. Is this live? Yeah, okay. I said, are you out of your mind? Yeah. Wow.
What Dana said.
Yeah, I have I actually like Donald Trump. I have a good relationship with him.
I kind of like Donald Trump. UFC 200 is just one day away, and the fighters are focused and ready to rumble.
Let's take you live into the UFC gym, Las Vegas, right now to see Mark Richard Hunt's open workout.
Let's go into the gym.
In the gym with Mark Hunt. Gunner's Corner.
Conor McGregor's been at the eye of the storm for a long time now. He said no more. He fought the UFC and he lost. They made up as best friends do and re-signed to fight Nate Diaz at UFC 202 on August 20th.
We had the privilege of catching up with Conor not too long ago and got to speak with the Notorious One about all the hoopla that's been going back and forth and back between the UFC and his team. Let's see what the Notorious One had to say as he sits down with the Fight Report MMA for an exclusive interview.
Thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us.
Seriously, so cool. I feel like I'm here with my clone.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's just jump right into it. UFC 202 is just around the...
Did you just pick your nose?
Oh no, I mean, it's okay if he picks his nose. Did you need a tissue?
I will set the tone for the unorthodox very, very early.
Oh, okay, no problem. It's your interview. You set the tone.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be quick. 5 questions, you're done.
Usually it only takes 1 or 2, or even 1.
Conor, if you only want to answer 1 or 2 questions, then we'll only ask 1 or 2 questions. How's that sound?
I hope it plays a little bit longer.
Great, so then maybe we'll just ask as many questions as we can, 20, 25.
Conor McGregor, the proud Irish warrior. My brother and I are Irish.
Last name McGuire here.
And the question that I have for you is, what is it like to be Irish but from Ireland instead of from America like us?
It's nice.
That must be awesome.
Well, Emmett here has had dreams of being an Irish warrior, much like yourself. Do you think that because he is Irish, although from America, that he could be champ like you? What do you see when you look at him?
I just sense a scared little boy. And
Conor, come on. I'm not scared. I'm alright, I'm in shape, I'm kind of strong.
But then I also see a very, very soft midsection.
Let's go into the future. You've just defeated Nate Diaz at UFC 202. What's next for you? What do you do now?
I'm going to paint a beautiful picture.
Really?
Very, very fast.
Wow.
It's easy to me.
I'm going to ask a very controversial question. Nate Diaz is known to be a pothead. Have you tried marijuana?
It's a nice feeling.
I knew it. You get real high, huh?
It's a change.
Now, do you prefer a joint or a bong?
That sounds nice, but then that also sounds nice.
It's a tough choice.
Usually I might pick one or the other.
What do you do?
Now I'm picking both.
Do you feel peer pressure from other fighters to smoke weed?
Well, I'm the one who made the decision, so...
Oh, I see. So you're happy being a pothead.
It was just the right choice, you know.
So, when you first smoke, what happens?
I feel I jumped levels.
So what do you mean? Like you were not high, then you smoked and you got high. That's what you mean by level jumping, yeah?
That was really it. It was as simple as that.
Well, have you ever been stoned during a fight?
It's something I haven't experienced yet in the fight game.
Well, I think it's something you definitely got to try.
Definitely.
Yeah.
With time.
Thank you so much, Conor. Thanks a lot, really. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Can't thank you enough.
Man, that was awesome. It's so cool having you as an interview. Like, it's our first interview on the show. Thank you.
Rising star.
720 in the face, man. 720 in the face. 720 in the face, man. 720 in the face. 720 in the face, man. 720 in the face.
Yeah, 720 in the face, man. Cause I'm trying to be safe, man. You trained hard, got your weight up just to get erased, fam. You said your name was Jefferson.
Some say he's the new Anderson Silva. Some compare him to Johnny Bones Jones. He says he can beat the Irishman.
He is the dance man, the chappy Brit. He is the snake and the snake charmer. His crazy, drunken, breakdancing style fighting gets the job done. Why is this guy not in the UFC? Come on, Dana Fertitta, make a call.
Yeah, I mean, he's got moves. He's competitive.
Very competitive. I mean, we should actually go look at his last big competition now.
Is it dead?
Not hardly.
Fight movie review.
Never back down. No surrender. The movie I refer to as No Holds Barred 2016. Starring and directed by Michael Jai White, an ex-former UFC champion and legend indeed, Josh Barnett.
Picking up after the events of Never Back Down 2, Case Walker, played by Jai White, is on the move and he's ready to make a comeback.
Let's watch a few clips and take a look at the action.
One question. Just one question. What's your problem? Hey man, if you're so tough, why did it take you 2 punches to knock your wife out?
Winner by tap out, Case Walker.
You look good out there.
Brody James, what are you doing in Beaumont, Texas?
Why'd you walk away from the game?
I just didn't want it anymore.
Time's running out, Case. I just signed with Primordial Combat.
They're a freak show. A bunch of roided up fighters with damn near no rules.
You gotta come with me, Case. Help me train for this fight.
In Thailand?
Come on, old school, let's do this. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's for my face, back in my face. I gotta do what I gotta do. I pray to God, he never came. I'ma do me, I'ma do me.
You wanted a shot? That's your shot.
That's in my blood, I'll never change.
Can't believe you made me watch that shit show of a movie.
Oh God, yeah, wow. I can't believe I didn't turn it off, but the bad acting and the dog shit gem moments just made me want to keep watching.
It is true. I mean, Jai White really does seem like he's one hell of a fighter in real life. Acting, not so much. He seemed like a stick of wood.
Well, let me ask you this. How long does it take a two question punch your wife in the face?
Not bad.
Thank you. What about Josh Barnett? God damn it.
He put in a real pussy of a performance, too.
I mean, I really had high hopes for you, Josh. I mean, you're better than this, man. Come on.
You seem like you're hot.
Not only am I hot, I'm Did you just say hot?
It's time for the Hot Report.
The Big Hot Report.
The Big Hot Report.
Johnny Hendricks is facing Kevin Gastelum at UFC 200.
Both men have suffered in the past due to weight cutting.
That's true. Johnny Hendricks is training with Mike Dolce, the great food specialist, to make sure that he cuts weight properly.
Yes, they've been together for a while now. Let's go into the locker room and see how the cut's going as we speak.
The bathroom's hot, my brain is hot. I trimmed up the beard a little bit. I also trimmed up my chest. I only get to bust these babies out for a couple of days, so I want them to look good for the show. So how long have I been in for? Like 3?
Have been in for 4 minutes exactly.
So 5 minutes.
Hands come out and just relax.
I like it.
Looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, he seems like he's in a pretty good mood in that bathtub.
In a very good mood.
Chipper. At UFC 100, Bruce Buffer did the Buffer 180, but then extended it into the Buffer 360.
He did it. Buffer did the 360.
And the big question is, will we see a rival of the 360 at 200? Perhaps the 540 at 200? The 720 at 200? Who knows?
I don't know, but he better bring something. Bring it, Bruce!
And it will never happen again.
Never happen again, motherfuckers. UFC 100, you saw it here first. The
That's
Buffer
it.
360.
And in other news...
Burp, please.
Give me a good burp, Clay. All right.
Oh, gross.
Did you smell that?
I'm eating it right now. Guida. Well, Team Johanna versus Team Claudia happens tonight, just hours away, and we'll be watching. Emmett, have you been watching Tough 23 this season?
No.
Oh man, it's been so exciting. Lots of emotion. There's been this guy cheating on his wife, almost gets kicked off the show, gets back on the show, gets his ass beaten, and all of this is coming to a head tonight.
All on Tough? I haven't seen one episode. I've been missing out, I guess.
You haven't watched one episode?
No, I don't watch Tough.
What kind of fan are you?
Not a Tough.
You've gotta watch Tough.
Joe Rogan sat down last week with DC and John Jones. We here at the Fight Report thought there were some very interesting moments in the interview.
Moments that are very telling to the current situation with Jones being busted and kicked off the card for UFC 200.
That's right, Jones. DC did it real. He kept going after Jones for consistently making the wrong decisions in his life.
Let's go to the clip.
You've never had this kind of animosity with anybody else you've ever competed with in MMA?
No.
Why has it been there with John?
I just don't like entitlement. The way that he fought in those last 2 rounds of our fight, the way that he fought in the Gustafsson fight in the last 2 rounds, the way that he competed against Shogun Rua, the way that the things that this guy's blessed with, and to just take the chance of pissing it all away. Pissing it all away.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and then this happened.
The UFC organization was notified tonight that the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency has informed John Jones of a potential anti-doping policy violation stemming from an out-of-competition sample collection on June 16, 2016. There is insufficient time for a full review before the scheduled bout, and therefore the fight has been removed from the fight card.
Well, it's come to that time in the show where we need to say goodbye, but before we do that, we want to say thank you to the UFC, to the staff, to all of our friends, to all of our family, to you, the bloggers, the lovers, the tweeters, everyone.
And we'll be back, thanks to you, July 29th, UFC 201. Who really gives a what?
That's true, and that's the Fight Report.
MMA.
Thank you and good night. Enjoy UFC 200, even though John Jones ruined it.
The Fight Report.
Good night.
The Fight Report MMA. It's time for the Fight Report MMA UFC 200 edition. The Fight Report MMA. The Fight Report MMA. The Fight Report. Thank you for watching the Fight Report MMA.